everyone, and welcome to another video. In today's video, you are going to see Linford and myself tackle a DIY project. We are going to be building a grid Board Batten wall. Oh my gosh, y'all. This was not an easy project at all, but keep watching to the end to see the finished look. A list of all the things needed for this project will be listed down below in the description box. So we thought it would be easier to put the border up first, so that is what we are doing now. We already measured the wall and had the wood pre-cut at Home Depot. I am using nail glue to help assist with the wood staying on the wall. We will follow up with a nail gun afterwards. Now that the border is up, we are able to accurately measure the spacing of each square. We are able to indicate where each vertical line would be placed so that it would be easy to nail it down. We had to go back to Home Depot to get some more wood and nail glue. We ran out of that nail glue pretty quick. It's also helpful to draw a picture of how you want your board and batten to look like. It gives you a visual idea to look back at during the process. The vertical lines are being put up. Ooh, it was so exciting. I was starting to see the vision at this point. Your leveler is your best friend during any DIY, and this is no exception. Make sure your wood is nice and straight and level. This is very important. Our wall is starting to take shape. We are now inserting the pieces to complete a full square. Y'all, please don't mind me. I kept looking away while using the nail gun because I was scared the nail was going to fly out. And it did, y'all, when Linford was using it earlier, so I was just being cautious of my face. Linford was cutting the wood pieces with his wood cutter as we proceeded down the wall, which is why you keep seeing me measure in between each vertical line. Here I am filling the nail holes with putty and Linford is caulking the edges of each square. So this is where we messed up, but I will break this down pretty soon. Alright, so this is day number 2. We let the caulk and putty dry overnight. I am now sanding down where I placed the putty so that it is smooth. I am making sure that it is not lumpy. I am getting ready to paint, so I am wiping off the excess dust that stuck on the wall and wood from sanding. As I am painting the inner corner of the square, I am noticing a weird reaction. It's almost like the paint was trying to fight the caulk, is the best way I can explain it. Babe. I don't know, but the paint isn't going on the caulk. It's like slipping. It's not taking, it's like, you know how like water goes on oil goes on plastic. Did we get the wrong caulk that's good for paint?
Well, it should be good for paint. Yeah.
Well, why is it doing that? You see it?
We're gonna do paint.
It's like slipping off of it. So we decided to keep painting in hopes that it would miraculously get itself together. But boy, were we wrong. Hey guys, so I wanted to give you guys a little update of our progress and what we've been doing so far. So we ran into a bit of a snag while painting. We started seeing that the paint was not covering the areas that we had caulked, and we don't understand why that was happening. It's like it was having like sort of a chemical reaction. As you guys can see, it started to separate once we put the paint in those areas. As for the boards, the areas where we spackled, those parts are fine, but it's the corner areas where you can see that the paint just didn't want to stick. Alright, I had to switch to my phone because the battery died as I was talking. But yeah, if you can see clear as day here how the paint just did not want to stick to the corners, and we just do not understand why. You can see here it's like had like a chemical reaction. We don't understand why. Really do not understand why, because this is kind of a delay. However, we're gonna just leave it be and let the first coat dry. We didn't even touch up, we didn't even paint the top because we wanted to see how the first coat was gonna dry. And then it is Valentine's Day, so hubby and I are about to get ready to go out. So we're gonna let it dry and see how it is when we come back home. And we might either, when we come back, put another coat on or do that tomorrow and see if it takes. All right, y'all, so it is Thursday. We started this project Saturday afternoon and we are still looking like this. We're still in this stage, but we figured out the issue. So it definitely was the caulk that we used. This was the caulk that we originally used to seal all the cracks in the corners. And this caulk is not to be used for painting projects. We figured that out late. We didn't know that there was a certain type of caulk that needed to be used if you wanted to paint over it. And that's why it was separating the way it was. So if you want to do this type of board and batten walling, you are going to paint over it. Do not use this brand of caulk. This is only meant for sealing and not meant to be painted over. We've learned our lesson and we got the correct caulk. Here it is, and it actually says it's for paint projects. It has latex and silicone in it, which is the different formula than the other one because that one was only silicone. So this is the caulk that needed to be used, and we actually tested it in this corner over here. We do have to put another layer, but as you can see, it did stick pretty well to the paint. So yeah, so this was the issue. So what we had to do was literally scrape as much as we could all of the old caulk. We like literally used like this tool to scrape everything, and we also use this tool to get the corners to scrape the caulk out, and that tool as well. Babe was working hard in here, like doing overtime trying to get all that old caulk out. And now what he's doing now is he's trying to sand off the residue because we are about to paint. And what I did earlier today was this is putty. I used that putty to seal the wood pieces that weren't actually flush. So I used that and I sanded over it so it's smooth now. So we are preparing to paint, and fingers crossed it will work well. This should be the last day of this project. We are tired. This project should literally take maybe 1 or 2 days because we did run into that problem. But I think we're good now. So yeah, just wanted to give you guys an update, and I will show you guys the finished project once we are done. So here is the finished look, you guys. It really gives my office a nice modern look. It took us a while to get here, but we made it. It was a learning experience, but it was well worth it because the wall looks amazing. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you are new to our channel. See y'all next time.